You want to succeed in life, but you can't even get out of bed. You dream big, but keep procrastinating. If that's your reality, then it's not motivation you're lacking. It's something else. Most people think laziness is a lack of willpower, but the truth is, your brain wasn't programmed to keep you productive all the time. It was programmed to save energy. According to neuroscience, the brain operates on what's called the conservation principle. It will always try to avoid unnecessary effort, especially when it doesn't see a clear and immediate reward. That's why even if you're ambitious, you get stuck. You have big goals, but they're distant, unclear, and often feel out of reach. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational and strategic part of the brain, understands what you want. But your limbic system, which handles emotions and rewards, wants pleasure now, not 6 months from now. That's where the internal conflict begins. One part of you wants to grow, the other just wants to survive the day. The result? You feel stuck, frustrated, and start labeling yourself as lazy. But here's the truth. You're not lazy. Your brain is just running on autopilot, and the brain's autopilot favors the shortest, easiest, most pleasurable path, like Netflix, social media, funny videos, endless scrolling. And each time you give in to these stimuli, your brain releases dopamine, the pleasure neurotransmitter, and learns that this is more rewarding than taking action toward your goals. The truth is, your laziness might actually be an addiction to easy dopamine. And that has a name: instant gratification. Have you ever felt like your mind is racing, full of ideas and dreams, but your body feels stuck, like it won't cooperate? That's the paradox of an ambitious and exhausted generation. We grew up hearing we had to make it in life, that it was our duty to be successful. And without realizing it, you put so much pressure on yourself that you started self-sabotaging. The more you think about the ideal future, the more distant it feels. And when you compare who you want to be with who you are today, that emptiness hits. That feeling of, I'm behind in life. And what does the brain do when it feels that? It freezes. It switches to survival mode. Neuroscience explains that when you're overwhelmed with information and pressure, your prefrontal cortex becomes overloaded. This leads to what experts call decision fatigue. You have so much to choose or do, you end up doing nothing. And what's left? Guilt, self-criticism, frustration. You start thinking something's wrong with you, but again, it's not you that's broken. Your system is just overloaded, and you know what makes it worse? The constant search for quick pleasure. Every time you avoid a difficult task and open Instagram instead, your brain learns that escape is better than facing things, and that trains you to give up before you even start. The more easy dopamine you consume, the harder it becomes to enjoy things that really matter, like studying, exercising, working, creating. The good news, you can break out of this, and it doesn't start with willpower. It starts with minimal action and maximum focus. Science calls this activation energy. It's simple. The brain hates starting big tasks, but it accepts small beginnings. Instead of saying, I'll study for 2 hours, say, I'll open the material and study for 2 minutes. That's it, 2 minutes. When you act, even just a little, it activates the nucleus accumbens, a part of the brain linked to motivation. This creates a green light that breaks inertia and increases your chances of continuing. Another point, stop trying to manage your time. Start managing your energy. There are times of day when you perform better. Use those moments to do what really matters. That's called chronoproductivity. If you try to be productive when your energy is drained, it's you versus your body. But when you align the right task with high energy, everything flows better. And of course, reduce the stimuli that drain your dopamine. You don't need to disappear from social media, but if you cut your usage by 50%, you'll notice more clarity, focus, and willingness to act. With fewer distractions, your brain starts to readjust to real rewards, the kind that require effort, but bring pride. Want a simple challenge? Pick a task you've been putting off. Set a ridiculously easy amount of time to start, like 2 minutes. Do it. then praise yourself. It might seem small, but this teaches your brain to enjoy action. And the more it enjoys action, the less you self-sabotage. You don't need to change everything at once. You just need to take the first step. Every day. You're not lazy, you're ambitious. Just stuck in a system that taught you to chase instant pleasure and avoid effort. Now that you understand how the game works, the key is simple. Act even without motivation. Reward effort, not just results. And start small until that becomes your default. If you like this talk, in the next video I'll show you how to stop procrastinating and start acting, even when everything in you wants to delay. That's where we turn effort into momentum. See you there.